Harry and Meghan, what can we all really make of that sort of semi-royal New York trip? And more importantly, what do the British royals think to it over here in the United Kingdom? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the heart of London. Thank you for joining me this morning, or thank you for joining me throughout the day. I know we have so many people that flick on throughout different points of the day, all ready of course to get the latest breaking and international news direct here from London. I truly appreciate your company, and as ever I truly thank you for your time in inviting me into your home, onto your phone, laptop, iPod, wherever you're watching. And as ever, welcome to all those brand new subscribers. I think we might even meet 75,000. Can you imagine? Wonderful. Thank you so much. Back as ever though to your royal story of the day. Well, as we know, Harry and Meghan are in New York right now. They've decided to do one of their sort of semi-fake royal tours, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to make of it. It's left a lot of people here, not just in the media, but people in general, baffled. Of course, Harry and Meghan know that they're now very unpopular here in the United Kingdom, despite what certain mediocre biographers want to say. They are unpopular and remain so. What's really interesting for people here is, why would people like the Mayor of New York, or indeed the UN ambassador over there, want to meet Harry and Meghan? What would be the point? What can they possibly do to achieve anything? That's really what's got us all perplexed. Interesting to note as always as well that Meghan was on one of those sort of things that she claims to have disliked so much while being a member of the British royal family, and that is of course going along to things and doing that she may not particularly like. But when there's a book to sell, and more importantly you have to keep those publishers happy, then what on earth did those poor children do to have to sit through pages of The Bench read by Meghan herself? I'm kidding, of course. But it's interesting to note, isn't it, that they're now taking on this semi sort of royal type lifestyle. But what also somebody pointed out to me, a particular colleague of mine over on Fox in New York, they basically said that Harry and Meghan were very nervous to come out into the public arena, simply because they weren't sure how they were going to be received. But whatever you've seen over on your screens, the crowds are not ecstatic, they're not huge. But what they have managed to do, as ever, is upset senior members here of the British royals. So while Meghan was trotting around in those designer heels with all of that designer jewellery on, costing thousands, over here in United Kingdom, we were celebrating the fact that the wonderful Emma, you know, the US Open champion, was nonetheless playing with the future Queen of England, Kate. And Emma told the press, amongst myself, or what all there watching, that she was incredibly nervous because she said, you know, I thought, well, if I get this wrong, you know, I'm going to look absolutely ridiculous in front of Kate. But she did compliment Kate also and say what an excellent tennis player she is. Of course, Kate is a fanatical tennis player, and let's not forget she is the patron of the Lawn Tennis Association here in the United Kingdom. But moving forward with the particular story of Harry and Meghan's, well, you know, entree back into the social scene in New York, a lot of people are really questioning the fact, as ever, why on earth are they trotting around like ex-royals, basically trading on their titles? This really is just antagonising people over here more and more. And I think more importantly for Harry and Meghan, it's doing more harm than good, simply because if they wanted to do this kind of work, why couldn't they have done this kind of work from the United Kingdom and stay within the British royal family? It appears like they don't seem to have the right direction, more so the wrong direction. Neil Sean in the heart of London.